What's up, family? Look, we're filming part two of Everyday People, the movie in Cozumel, Mexico, right? I want to bring you guys the old Mecas and how the old Mecas uh, predated the Mayans, and they had some old Mecas or old mix, some of their artifacts on that island of Cozumel, right? And how all the indigenous tribes would travel to Cozumel, aka the Cosmos, to do their pilgrimage to in Cozumel, and notice the connection, old Mecca and pilgrimage in Cozumel, Mexico. So we want to keep you up to date and abreast on that. But what I really want to talk to you about is this coronavirus, right? Now, how they're doing it over in Mexico is, and over and on the cruise ships is, um, wherever you're entering in some wherever you're entering in, there's someone that's at the entrance with a hand sanitizer, and everyone cannot come inside. They cannot enter without someone putting a dab of a hand sanitizer in their hands, or they have wash stations where you can't enter without washing your hands and using the paper towel or whatever, cleaning your hands, right? And when I got back to America, I'm noticing no one is standing in front of the entrance with hand sanitizers, making sure that the people clean their hands before entering into a facility, which will cut down the spread of the coronavirus. I know that the American government is not behind, or they shouldn't be behind in the efforts to rid um, North America, with the coronavirus. Restaurants, you couldn't go into a restaurant. Someone would be at the entrance, uh, giving everyone a dab of that hand sanitizer. Everywhere you go, you had to have your hands clean before you even enter into a place, and even before you got in some places, especially even before you got on board of the cruise ship, they check your temperature, and that's just taking extra precautions to make sure that everyone is safe. So hopefully, this government will implement those procedures, making sure that you have someone out outside the entrance of every. I don't care if it's a grocery store, retail store, restaurant, what have you. Um, have someone out there ready and prepared to give each person. I don't from a baby all the way up to hell, the elderly. Put a dab of sanitizer in their hands and let them clean their hands before entering. I mean, that protects everyone. But make sure y'all stay tuned uh, for the part two of Everyday People, the movie. But make sure you watch Everyday People, the movie. The first one, it's on YouTube. Just type in Everyday People, the movie. Watch the episode. Share some of that and use that as a study piece with your children for homeschooling, since they'll be out of school for next 2 or 3 weeks, and possibly even longer than that. Some of the information that I've received that came to Verbal Pick Radio, which is the radio show that I do. Verbal Pick Radio is on YouTube as well. Make sure you check that out. VERBALPIC Radio. But some of the information I received is that they expect at least half the population to come down with this thing. At least over 1.3 to 1.5 million will die from it. Uh, they're expecting it to get worse. If that's true, that's just what was told to me. I don't know if it's factual. I'm just relaying the information. But in the midst of that, take it serious. Protect yourself. Uh, don't be in large groups at this point. You know, you want to make sure that you be okay for you and your loved ones. Okay. Verbal Creek Radio, we're out. Everyday People, the movie. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you go to TuneCore or iTunes or Apple Music and get the Negus Rich, Negus Rich by Cole Black, Colblac. Appreciate it. We out.